Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be game number 7 between our two nations, Ukraine and Finland. So let's have a quick look at how we continue on with this one. So we have got Acer's Bly versus Serral. Now if you haven't seen the previous games, I do really recommend clicking on the description links below, which will take you to games number 1 to 6, and you'll be able to watch pretty much any game you'd like. This is going to be game number 7, as you probably have guessed at this point, and it's going to be Ukraine versus Finland, and each team has currently got 3 points. Now obviously at this point there's no point hiding the scores, since they are both of course equal, so there's not really any spoilers there. And let's see how this plays out. So we got Bly and Serral, Zerg versus Zerg, and I do apologize for the rustiness of my casting. As I mentioned in the previous game, I have been sick, and I am a little bit behind on my practice, let's just say. So let's see how this plays out. It does look like there is an earlier pull for Bly in this one. In the previous game, if you remember, it was still Bly versus Serral, and Bly actually went ahead and got the expansion first, and Serral got the pool. But in this case, it does look like Bly's pool actually came out a little bit earlier. At this point, he's already got metabolic boost, as well as the Zerglings on the way. And it looks like Serral is just about to get his metabolic boost as well. And just to note, he's kept his drones on the gas. Bly took one off, and he does also have the Baneling nest on the way also. Now Bly actually opted to not go for the expansion, so that's definitely something important to note. This means that he could very well go for some sort of all-in aggression here. Now this Overlord, of course, is seeing pretty much everything that's going on here. The Baneling Nest is so late here for Serral. This could be deadly right now. If you can deny this expansion, that'll put Serral a little bit behind. Not quite sure if it'll be worth focusing on it though. I think that he might need to snipe off the Queen. If he manages, rule of thumb with for Zerg versus Zerg, if you don't take too much damage with your early aggression and you snipe off the Queen, at that point you are in such a beautiful position. Now before anything happens here and the game ends, just a quick reminder, a question of the series: what do you think about Marine and Siege Tank pushes? And now let's see what happens here. Oh, this Spine Crawler is going to be up just in time for this. Banelings are going to start popping here. Manages to get it into the middle line. Oh, he does manage to snipe off 4 drones. This is deadly right now. Taking out a few more drones. He is focusing them down. He's ignoring the Zerglings. He wants to do that economic damage. 7 drones in total have already been killed. Or 6 rather, sorry. It does look like there's Banelings. Oh, are they going to pop? Oh, he could have actually probably taken out a lot of those there. One more. Oh, he doesn't finish it off. Oh, it's just, look at it. It's got 7 health. Come on. So close. And it looks like he's bringing down that Spine Crawler. This is a crucial moment right now. If Bly decides to move in right now, that Spine Crawler will not be in place. There we go. Looks like it is going to be in place at this point. The reinforcements is of course streaming in here from Bly. Looking at worker count, Bly is ahead despite the fact that he's rushing right now. So that is hugely important right now. So Bly really needs to put on the herd right now. If he manages to finish him off here, or at least do more economic damage, at that point there will be no coming back for Serral. It's all about how much damage he can do with this aggression that he's doing right now. If he lets him get out of control, then at that point Serral will of course get enough units to defend off against this, and having his own hatchery already completed, he will start to come ahead. So that actually seems exactly what he's doing. As you can see, he is starting to drone up a little bit. And that is very important. Let's see what goes on here. Looks like the Banelings here. Oh, you could have potentially gotten a lot of Zerglings there actually. There we go, one more getting sniped off there, and I think at this point, oh wow, Bly, that was painful to watch. Bly losing a huge amount of Zerglings there. Very good Baneling here from Serral. Let's see how we're going to continue on. It does look like the game is standardizing just a tad little bit. As you can see, Bly's expansion almost up at this point. Serral is aware of it, of course. There's a few Zerglings coming in here. I don't think they're going to be able to do a whole lot. Let's see, does start to focus down drones. One has been taken out. Second one also getting taken out here. So 3 Zerglings for 2 drones. Definitely a worthy trade here right now. Let's have a quick look at worker supply Serral. There we go. This is where Serral's economy starts to rocket up a little bit faster. He's got 29 workers as opposed to 20 of Bly. Looks like the Banelings doing a bit of damage here. Hitting onto those as well. There's 4 in total taken out so far. So obviously, Bly is still interested in this Zergling aggression. He doesn't seem to be taking up too heavily out of this. He does have the evolution chamber, but nothing else other than that. No roaches yet. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see roaches coming down soon. He does have the gas working on with 3 drones continuously there. And if you notice, Serral just threw down 2nd and 3rd gas, which kind of suggests he's taking out of this. I think he's going to go for roaches, and there we go. Actually, yeah, throwing down the roach warren exactly at the same time. And we do have the lair at the same time. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does with this. Doesn't look like Bly is interested in a huge amount of aggression now. He does have Banelings in production, but those could potentially be defensive Banelings. Doesn't look like they're inside the base. But they're just for this this Zerg aggression right now. Now I do think the Bly's coming out a little bit ahead with these trade-offs. But in terms of economy, he's also managed to catch up. So I have to commend him, despite the fact that the beginning didn't go as well as he'd planned. I mean, he did a lot of economic damage. He stabilized the game for him, but he didn't do enough damage to force the GG, which of course is pretty much the purpose of... Whoops, that was a little bit too close. That is, of course, the purpose of... Wait, what? I think that's a misclick. He's got a 2nd Baneling nest on the way. Serral? That's got to be a mistake. I'm sure this is supposed to be a Spire. Surely this is supposed to be a Spire. Gonna be expecting to see that fall off. I don't know if this is nerves or not, but definitely making that a little bit of a mistake. Bly expanding here, as you can see, 3rd base on the way. So he is trying to pretty much do the opposite of Serral. Serral, of course, taking his own one. There we go. He is aware of that, and there we go. As you can see here. Oh, it's actually a Nidus network, so not a Spire. A Nidus network being put down instead. So Queens are in position. There is roaches here as well. Bly does have roaches on the way as well. Let's have a quick look at the unit supply. Looks like there's more roaches for Serral at this point. It's actually quite a good position for him. He does have Glider Constitution, so unless Bly can get a bunch of roaches right now, he will be in such a difficult position defending off against these roaches. There we go. This is getting loaded up. There is no vision. Oh, that's a peculiar place to put down the Nidus network. I thought he would have put it down inside like the expansion here and just snipe it off. But there we go. Let's see what this does. Oh, it's actually getting spotted out pretty much straight away. So Bly, oh no, these Ravagers. Very bad position for him. Does manage to snipe off that Nidus canal. And a 2nd one being put down straight away. So that's, just keep in mind that this does cost him resources pretty much every time he does it. So he does have a few Ravagers, does have a few roaches. Is probably gonna... Oh, very, very well sniped here. Have to say, Bly, good hold off here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to snipe off any of those queens. There is a few transfuses there. And I think this could be a deadly push here. Bly could be in a lot of trouble with this here right now. Let's see how this progresses. Does look like there's a queen getting taken out here. Another Nidus Canal being put down right now. That's actually 2 more being put down. And I think this could very well be GG for Bly. I think he didn't quite get enough units, despite the fact that he had so much time to prepare for this. This is risky. There is drones being pulled off from the 3rd base. Army supply is slightly favoring Serral at this point. A few drones getting taken out here as well, just to note that. And a huge engage going off here. Now, who's going to come out on top here? I do think that Serral is a bit ahead here. Is the GG going to be called here? Roach is just going straight in there. He is not scared of the engage at all. And Bly's drones are just completely surrounded here. Look, now inside the mineral line. Of course, the initial 10 was coming from that expansion, so 14 drones in total have been killed. It is very, very even right now between Bly and Serral. There is reinforcing roaches here. Is he going to be able to hold off against this? It does very well look like he might be able to just about hold this off. Oh, and there we go, the reinforcements of roaches coming in right now. There's more and more roaches also being made for Bly here. More drones getting pulled off the line as well at the same time. This is where he's going to start coming at the... not on top of this, basically. He's going to start below. Oh, all of these drones coming out. You never want to send off drones without any sort of reinforcements. I think it's a little bit late to send them off here, and I think this is GG here, and there we go. GG has been called. Serral takes game number 7, and that puts Finland at 4 points against 3, making them the winner of this current series. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That was game number 7 between Finland and Ukraine. I hope you have enjoyed it. Leave it, of course, a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to leave a quick comment about what you think about Marine and Siege Tank, basically game styles from the Terrans. And I'll see you guys in the next series. I think it's going to be another best of 7. Good luck, have fun, take care of yourself, and see you guys in the next one.